Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Happy new month. Happy April Fool as well. How are you guys doing? What's going on in your location? How are you doing today? Good morning. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me for another interesting discussion here at Oyoyo's World, Oyoyo's Page, and Oyo Edochie's Kitchen. Thank you guys for being here. So come on in, let's discuss this amazing, let's discuss the week because a lot has happened within the week. So let's talk about it. You're most welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, thank you. So the weather for me is 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still cold, and I know I have a big surprise for all of you what we got today, the April 1st. I know it's unbelievable for most of you because you're already close to enjoying summer, but we had a snowstorm yesterday, up to 6 inches of snow yesterday. So our state is covered back with winter. Yeah. Welcome. Linda Nenye, thank you for being here. Virginia, all the way from Netherlands, thank you for being here. Happy weekend, Linda. Thank you. So, it's a beautiful day and a beautiful new month. And I decided to change up some things a little bit. So, every Saturday, instead of having one live stream, one topic, I'll be doing weekly roundup of all the activities that happen within the week, the ones you're able to catch, the ones you did not catch. We are going to be talking about all of them on Saturdays. So let's make it more chatty kind of thing, more fun, and also more stress relieving instead of serious. So a lot happened within the week. Unfortunately, the title space on this on the app could not allow me to enter everything that happened within the week, but we'll be talking about them here. And I'll be starting from Nigeria and all the way to US and in between. So welcome back to another live stream. Thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope the day has been nothing but kind to you. All right. Welcome. Guys, give me 1 second. I just realized I didn't plug in my laptop. So 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just plug it in and make sure we have a good. All right, so we are back. We are back. Thank you, guys. So what happened in your area? What happened in your location? What happened in your city, your country, your state? What happened within the week? Because I have tons of news that we'll be talking about today. So which one am I going to start from? All right, I'll be starting off with what happened in the US. So this week in US, the former president of the US, President Trump, was indicted for a crime. Okay, so that means he's going to be charged to court and is expected to happen on Tuesday of the coming week. In a country where the rule of law is respected, where the rule of law is actually supreme, that's the only place you can see things like that happening. All right, so let's go back to Nigeria. Nigeria, we've been talking about Nigerian election and what have you, talking about them now going to court. The opposing party, Peter Obi of Labour Party and Atiku of PDP, are in court disputing the results of the election and declaration of the president-elect in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So you can see the sharp difference of what is going on. In the US, a former president has been indicted for a crime. And what particular crime are they measuring the whole thing is? For paying an adult filmmaker a large sum of money during his election campaign. So that is the bulk of the charge on President Trump. And then here in Nigeria, when you talk about Nigerian election, we all saw what happened in Nigeria election, how money, exchange hands and all of that. And still, nobody has been indicted, nobody is being prosecuted, nobody is in court. We haven't heard about it. And the latest we are hearing now is that DSS in Nigeria, which is Department of Secret Services, is beginning to tell the people that some group of people are trying to looking for trouble, in the sense that I'm trying to be very, very kind with my words because of the blue app and the red app, if you know what I mean. If you know, if you're on social media, you know which one is the blue app and which one is the red app. So the DSS in Nigeria is warning people that a group of people are trying to forestall the installation of inauguration of a new president on May 29th. So they are calling up for interim government. So it's a serious issue. And the P2B of Labour Party has told them that it's not his party, it's not him, it's not coming from him, that they should be able to tell the nation where that information is coming from, or the people behind that information. Then within the week, Atiku Abubakar also made a serious statement saying that the DSS is trying to use that opportunity to arrest the political parties of the other parties. That is a ploy. They want to use it to arrest them, saying that by making that claim that people are trying to initiate interim government, that DSS should come forward with those people behind those plans. They are DSS, they have information. So that was what happened as well within this week. And again, in the week, like my topic talked about, my topic is talking about President Trump's in being indicted, talking about Nigeria, DSS in Nigeria. We're talking about Yul Edochie losing his first son, and as well as Blessing CEO in detention. And I can't complete the week without talking about Kora Obidi, the dancing princess from motherland Nigeria, buying a new home in California. So we'll be talking about all of that in our discussion today. So don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, and don't forget to leave me your comment in the comment section. Once again, welcome to Yo-Yo's World. Welcome to Yo-Yo Edochie's Kitchen. You are all welcome. All right. So let's get into the discussion fully. And yes, I'll be reading the comments with my phone. So let me get it ready because I don't want to stress my neck trying to get what everybody is writing here. All right. So guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Don't forget to like this video for me. If you're watching from Facebook, thank you. And if you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're meeting my channel for the first time, okay? All right. So this week in Nigeria, the Nigerian election and everything going on, a lot of people, the opposing parties are in court in the person of P2B and of Labour Party, and Atiku Abubakar of the PDP party. So they've gone to court challenging the result because they believe there are several irregularities that happened during the election, that they shouldn't have declared the person they declared as the president-elect because of all those irregularities, and also the INEC commission violating its own constitution. So all of those things are why they are going to court, and also challenging the basis of Ahmed Tinubu qualifying to become a presidential candidate, talk more of winning the election, on the fact that he was he had a drug case in the US, and based on the constitution of Nigeria, that someone who has been convicted or who has been charged of any drug case cannot contest to become a president in Nigeria. So all of those are what they put in their charge that they already filed before the election tribunal in Nigeria. All right. That being said, a lot of people came to talk about a lot of things. We saw Festus Keyamo within the week saying that P2B should be arrested by the DSS, that P2B and Labour Party, they are trying to incite the people to go on protesting and what have you. I came out here, I made a live stream about it, saying that Festus Keyamo is trying to distract people, the citizens, from focusing on what is important, that they should ignore him and completely ignore him. And the reactions that came after he made that letter public was that they should go ahead and arrest P2B and see what will become of Nigeria. That was the reaction in the comment section, and all of them telling him that as a labor minister, instead of you to sit down and be talking about how to create employment or how to increase the salary of workers, minimum wage, you're here distracting people from focusing on what is important. Then one of the things that ended the week for me will be the president-elect in Nigeria, the person of Bola Tinubu, released a statement calling on NBC, which will be the National Broadcasting Commission that regulates broadcast in Nigeria, calling them to sanction Channels Television for granting the vice president of Labour Party an interview where he said that it is unconstitutional for Tinubu to become president. That was the interview of the vice president in the person of Ahmed Baba Ahmed of Labour Party. So the president-elect now wrote a statement to NBC, National Broadcasting Commission, warning them that they should sanction Channels Television. And lo and behold, few days after that, Channels Television has been sanctioned, or rather been fined in the tune of 5 million naira. So guys, get ready for your new president, because if you talk on Twitter, you'll be sanctioned. They might even end up banning Twitter again in Nigeria. Just the way this president-elect is sounding, they might end up banning Twitter. They might end up banning Facebook in Nigeria, end up banning Instagram. So citizens should get ready. Maybe it's time for you to relocate, or maybe go to Ghana or Togo, where you have freedom of expression. You can imagine, he hasn't even entered office. He hasn't been sworn in. He hasn't been inaugurated. He's already writing statements to NBC, which led to the sanction that Channels Television News got based on the interview they granted to the opposition party vice president of Labour Party. So Nigeria, warm up to the game. Get ready and get serious. All right. Having said that, I now brought it back to what is happening in the U.S. You know, in the U.S., President Donald Trump of America was the last president before the current president in the U.S. And he has been, at some point, FBI raided his home because of classified documents. That case is still under review. And then the district attorney in New York has been trying his organization, his businesses, he himself on criminal issues. And finally, after a very long review, very long process, President Trump was indicted of a crime. And that will be the first time an American president was indicted for a crime. He made history. And that is the first time a Black district attorney in Manhattan, New York, indicted Trump. So now, this coming week, Trump might be charged. Yes, because they've already written them about the charges. They've already informed them. His lawyers are aware. So what I don't understand in this case, are they going to give him a mock shot? You know, mock shot is whereby a criminal is brought into the police custody. They will take the picture of the face. So is Trump going to have a mock shot? I don't know. If you're following the Daily Show, which is now hosted by former American senator, where he was making stories about it, you'll be able to understand the other side of it, at least some humor out of the whole stressful situation. And I tell you, even last week, Trump called on his followers that they should stage a protest at the district court in New York, which some of them did. He's also he's intended, actually not trying. He's one of the people that are about to contest election again. He has shown intention to contest election in the US. So let me ask this question, and I'm asking to my Nigerian audience, African audience, or what have you. Okay, in Nigeria, the last I can remember, I believe last year, some of Abacha's loot were returned back to Nigeria. They have been saying, I'm fighting corruption, and no single president in the US, in Nigeria, no one president has been charged for corruption. Buhari came, I am the integrity man, I am the righteous man, I'm going to fight corruption. But if corruption they were fighting only their opponent. So what happened in about the other people? If you're opposing the Buhari's administration, they are going to send EFCC after you. But if you cross over to their party and start singing praises, the EFCC will drop the charges. We know how they charge Orji Zokalo, who is now trying to to contest for Senate president in Nigeria. Orji Zokalo was charged because it was from PDP, and the next thing Orji Zokalo did was to cross over to APC, and how the charge disappeared, I don't know. You can go and ask EFCC. So Orji Zokalo is working as a free man. He even recontested for his seat in the Senate and he won the election. Whether he won by crook or by chance, I don't know. Go ask INEC. All right. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Onyis TV. Thank you for being here. No, I'm sorry I wasn't there, although no lights couldn't charge my phone. It's okay. All true. Okay. I guess you're talking to Linda. I guess so. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. All right. So I'm still talking about in a country where the rule of law is supreme, is held very high. That's the only country that could charge their president for any crime. Their president for any offense, they will charge the president. They've charged indicted Mr. Trump for paying an olosho, what Nigerians call olosho. He paid an olosho, what America call hush money, for paying an adult female actress that sum of $130,000 to keep quiet. Okay, and that's why he's indicted right now for hush money. But in Nigeria, we heard during the election how somebody was caught with $550,000 cash, and we've not heard that the person has been indicted or the principal is going through prosecution. All we knew was that the police arrested this person. The rest of the case we haven't seen in the news. Remember what I said, in a country where the rule of law is held supreme, they can even charge their president. But in a country where the judiciary is answerable to the executive, you're definitely not going to get anything in return. All right. Let me see if there are other comments I need to read here. All right. Oh, yeah, I thought as much that Tony was talking about talking to Linda. All right. So back to my conversation. Do you guys believe that the judiciary in Nigeria is going to do anything with this lawsuit that is before them, election tribunal that is before them? Do you think the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, they are going to do anything reasonable? Or are they still going to do the same old by imposing people that did not win the election to either govern or to rule? We saw what happened with the Senate president. I mean, the current Senate president. Yes, he came out to contest for an election. And the Constitution said for you to vie for any post, you have to resign from your existing post so that you can contest. This Senate president did not resign. He went in for the primaries of APC. He lost, and he came back and became still the Senate president. They challenged the case, and then the Supreme Court, said he should go ahead. And also, we saw how Hope Uzodinma became the governor of Imo State by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. So tell me, what do you think will become of the election petition filed by Peter Obi of Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of PDP? Do you think the judiciary is going to now perform magic? Or did they change their set of judges? Or have they poured maybe anointing oil on all of them for them to repent and become men of integrity? We are hopeful that they will do the needful. But guys, that's one of the things that played around this week. All right, moving on. Moving on to Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie is a Nigerian actor. He has been in the news for the whole part of 2022 and continue to be in the news. When we think that the family, or the whole story is beginning to die down, tragedy struck the family. In the sense that Yul and May, his first wife, lost their first son. Nobody saw it coming. We all know that you cannot predict when it's going to happen. You can't predict that tomorrow, when you sleep tomorrow, you're not waking up. It's unpredictable. And it's one thing that is inevitable that can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. So when that happened, we were in shock. Nigeria internet space where we are so much had so much people crying, weeping, black candles all over the place. People were so shocked to the point that some were confused, some were shaking, some were shedding tears. How a young man lost his healthy child. And let's not forget the fact that Yul Edochie has been in the news because he took a second wife. And the first wife claimed not to have known that she read about it from the internet. So that broke a lot of people's heart, and a lot of people started, trolling on you. And you did not help matter when that happened. He came out with his full chest claiming that he's a proud polygamist and all of that. That kept on, making a lot of people more angry towards him. And the new wife did not tone anything down. She also came in to now start saying, yes, so I am the Okolo Kalesia Ijele Nwanyị of Yul Edochie. So they were busy catching cruise with the whole thing, neglecting the emotional part of human being. And trust internet trolls, they have no joy. They tore these two individuals apart, shredded them into pieces, and in fact, actually dust them in the trash bin. As if that was, at some point, a lot of news came up and took over the story, but that story refused to die. When we think that the story was coming down, now this tragedy happened. And guess what? You would think that because of the human being involved in this, a lot of people would show some empathy and sympathy towards the couple that lost their son. Oh, no. They came out giving Yul Edochie water in the comment section, telling him, now you have succeeded. Now you should be happy. As if he's not the same man that lost his child. I was like, oh my goodness. No matter what he did, it's still his child. He's feeling the greatest pain more than anybody on the internet. No matter how you love his first wife, May Edochie, you can never feel more pain than Yul Edochie. Take it or leave it. If he goes down well with you, fine. If he doesn't, so be it. But I have to tell you, you that is there causing confusion for them, the more, you can never feel the pain of death. To the direct bereaved, you can never. So if you're there calling out Yul Edochie, that it serves him right, he has gotten what he's looking for. Now please stop. This man is hurting. And you can never feel the pain of losing this son in question more than Yul and May Edochie. They are the ones feeling this pain. And for those that said it was a spiritual attack, that Judy was the one that is responsible. Let me sip my tea because my weather here is very cold, guys. Hey, Vanessa, True Crime with Vanessa. Thank you. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for my new weekly update. That'll be happening every Saturday. We're going to be talking about everything that happened within the week. And so that is a new one starting in this very fresh month, the month of April. All right. So I'm back to it. All of you calling you name, I'm using this opportunity to tell you, you can never cry more than the bereaved. That is a fact. On the day that this boy will be laid to rest, it's going to be on your shoulder. You might be watching from the moon. You might be watching from America, like I will be watching from here. I will not be the one that will go for church procession. I will not be there for wake up. I will not be there to change this son, to dress him up. I will not be there to look at the son for the last time. They are the ones feeling this pain. So lower your temper and change your tone and realize that this man lost his son. Okay? No matter the name calling, whatever you want to call him, cease. And a lot of you came online talking about the fact that it was the polygamy that affected the child, affecting the children. You guys that are writing bad comments are not helping the matter. If you're there calling their father all manner of names, you are not helping the children. If you really or truly have the interests of these children at heart, then stop. Stop calling their father names. Stop saying all manner of things against them. There was one post Linda Ikeji May posted, and after a few hours, she realized maybe in the comment section, people were giving her woto. So that was why she pulled the statement out of one yeye, and when I mean yeye, complete yeye human being. Because there is nobody that took that sucked the mother's breast properly as a baby that will have the mind or the audacity to write nonsense about May Edochie, especially in this time that she's mourning. This year, attention seeker, like the Linda Ikeji called her in that post they made, attention seeker, is still the same lady they said that even fake her own pie. She faked the father she pied, and she had the audacity to come and say that it was because May was unforgiving. May is a very unforgiving person. May is this, May is this. I don't want to say may Amadu or have visit you there, but what I'm going to ask is that may God have mercy on you. And for all of you guys thinking that May there is a must that May accept the situation of polygamy, think again. You can't be yourself and be May. She doesn't want polygamy, so you guys should let her be. Okay? And for all the young girls dreaming or targeting celebrities or targeting Nigerian actresses and actors to marry as second wives, you better use this as a case study and ask yourself questions. Because if anything should happen to that first wife and her children, Nigerians are going to hold you responsible. Whether you have your hands in it or not, they're going to drag you. You heard it from me. So think again. Think deeply. Think deeply. All right, guys. I'm going to get back to this in terms of Judy, but let me also use this opportunity to thank all of you for joining me here. If you're watching me first time from YouTube, please do me well by subscribing to my channel, turn on your post notification bell, follow my channel on Facebook as well. All right. Now, on a lighter mood, let's get to Blessing CEO. You guys know I've never talked about Blessing CEO here in my channel because I don't see the need to talk about Blessing CEO, but today I'm going to talk about Blessing CEO. And one of the reasons why I'm talking about Blessing CEO today is because I remember when Davido and Chioma Adeleke lost their son, a lot of people were writing and saying all manner of things that, you feel like reporting those channels saying that Ifan is still alive in recovering in London hospital when they know truly well that this guy has gone. So why am I bringing Blessing CEO? We all know why Blessing CEO was arrested. Let me take you back in context so that you can be able to understand. A Nigerian couple, they were having problems. There was a domestic issue involved and all of that. It got to the point that the girl, poured gasoline on herself and then struck the matches and caught fire. And by the time she got to the hospital and all of that, the girl, passed. So when the girl passed, it was shocking that somebody can actually be suicidal to the point of even buying herself, especially somebody that has 5 children. It was shocking news for a lot of us and very unbelievable until we saw the story from Nigerian newspapers and news outlets. Then the Blessing CEO, that is their self-acclaimed international therapist, okay, she went on a live stream spewing all manner of things. All manner of things. There was nothing she did not say on a live stream. When she was making all those claims and all of that, I said, this girl, make you slow down. If you don't have facts to back what you're saying up, you better be careful. As if that was not enough, they eventually arrested the lady's husband, IVD, and then now Blessing has been invading arrest for dodging arrest and all of that. And unfortunately, this week they arrested Blessing CEO, the self-acclaimed international therapist. She started trending this week when she wore a very suggestive outfit, the kind of outfit that you see on Cora Obidi. And when I saw it, I say, you see, every one of them that are busy abusing Cora Obidi, they want to be like her. They want to have the gut that Cora Obidi has to be showing herself half naked on the television. But they no fit, because the country where they the culture where they are from, no go allow them do so. So they came, Blessing came with that outfit. When you zoom the picture, you see all the croc that is left on the thighs. And I now ask myself, woman, cover up now, eh? When you have all those things in the thigh, no, they expose yourself, wait till you gain. That was what I said, though. In my own private self, I said that. Little did I know that the police was hanging on Blessing CEO. And lo and behold, she was arrested. And then they charge her to court. The latest news I heard is that she's going to be in jail till May 30th. Wait, oh, make I give you guys the gist where it's coming from, a news outlet. No be me cite them. Just hold on. Thank you, Ogochukwu. Thank you for being here, beautiful. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I'm pulling up the Blessing arrest here so that we can read it together, okay? Let me quickly get it, because a lot of things has happened after Blessing CEO's arrest. But I'm gonna pull it up quickly, and we'll all read together. Okay. According to Gist Lover, let me even start. Okay, let me read it from Ayekote is the one that tweeted about it on Instagram. On Twitter, I'm sorry. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Friday remanded a social media influencer Blessing Okoro, aka Blessing CEO, following her arraignment by the police for alleged cyberbullying. Justice Yelim Bogoro remanded the blogger and self-acclaimed relationship/mental expert in the custody of Nigerian Correctional Services until May 30th for hearing. Wait, though. So that means there was no option of bail. So she's going to be doing Imakwandiaibo in the jail, twerking or showing off her newly done body in the jail. Maybe she's going to be the next Miss Custody or Miss Nigerian Prison. I don't know, but let me even get serious here. Guys, like I said, this is a chit chat, is a roundup, weekly roundup. We'll be doing this every Saturday, to tone down a little bit and make some humors out of some of them, okay? All right, let me go back. I made a video content calling on all social media content, especially Nigerian social media content, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or what, TikTok. That was when Davido's lost his son. I made a video, about 9 or 10 minutes video, pleading for them to get their facts right before they start talking. That was the whole essence of that video I made. I talked about how Eniola was called out for posting Davido's child passing even before the video and Choma made any announcement. So I was asking people to be very careful with what they say out there. If you cannot verify a fact, don't speak. Because one day somebody will hold you responsible. I'm telling you, when Blessing was wagging her mouth on the Freeze show on IVD, little did she know that a day of reckoning will come. If you don't have facts about what you're saying, and also to my fellow content creators, all those people that will come and put in very, very misleading thumbnails, very misleading titles, this is a warning. One day you wake up, not only will they report your channel and pull it down, they will put arrest on your name. Be careful. All the things Blessing said, I can't even begin to remember them. Please, if any of you can remember some of the things Blessing CEO said, please, 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 I'm going to drop a link so you can jump into the comments and on the link and refresh our minds, because anybody watching this might not understand the reason why this lady is in custody right now. So if you still remember some of the things she said on Daddy Freeze live stream, please jump into the link to like refresh our mind. I said it categorically, and I'm still saying it. If you don't have facts for whatever you're putting on your channel, be careful. You can't just, it's not everybody that you say nonsense about them and get away with it. It's not. Let me also refresh our mind something that happened this week, because it's a weekly roundup. This week, we saw Mercy Chinwo release her new single, Confidence. The music is very interesting. I've already made a reel with it on Facebook. So go check me out when I was pouncing in confidence and then telling God that God is with me. Okay. If you're not following me on Facebook, go check it out. Okay. So she made that music. It was a sensation, actually. As of yesterday night, before I went to bed, the song is already over 886,000 views. So I believe by Sunday to be hitting 1 million under 10 days. Yesterday was 808 something thousand under 10 days. So the music is buzzing. And then after that, few days after releasing her new single, Mercy released a court document, warning a music artist to take her name, her pictures from away from his music, because the lyrics of that music, the music no make sense at all. You go begin to look Mercy Chinwo with another eye. This boy, all this thing where you sing for that music, and I'm singing it with Mercy Chinwo. Are you telling us you guys were a thing? The music is very suggestive. And I don't blame Mercy Chinwo for even going all the way to 2 billion lawsuits if you don't take those music down. If you don't take the lyrics down. The music is in about 3 or 4 platforms on YouTube. I listen to the music, I say, wait, though, this boy, are you telling the world there was something between you and Mercy Chinwo? Why use her name for such song? Why her picture? And then that comes to Blessing CEO's case. Blessing CEO is in detention right now because of defending IVD and calling out Bimbo that Bimbo wanted to buy herself. That Bimbo is the one. Okay, I think somebody said something. Okay, she said that Bimbo was a very violent person. That Bimbo wanted to buy herself. That Bimbo is the one doing DV on her husband. You don't live with them, but you were speaking with certainty as if you knew what you were talking about. Okay, now the case is in court. We are going to see how it plays out. And then let me also use this to tell all of us here. If you're in the comment section or watching me behind, if you're writing something about somebody, make sure you're writing what has been published and not publishing by anyhow person. It has to be verified account. If you're getting information from Channels News, you have to be saying it's from Channels News. It's from Linda Ikeji, say it is from Linda Ikeji. It's from Gist Lover, say it's from Gist Lover. And don't forget the word allegedly. It is very important. It will save you from a lot of lawsuits. It will. All right. Okay, now, another thing I'm saying here, when I made that video, calling my fellow content creators to be careful, kind of caution, let's watch what we say, because the way and the desperation content creators are using with titles and then thumbnails, I will tell you, since the past 6 months, I've actually deleted few channels from my subscription, because I can't come to your channel. You tell me that this happened. When I click to watch, it's absolutely nonsense. So I stopped watching. Those that I cannot endure, I remove my notification. Those that I could not handle them being on my subscription or whatever, I completely did what? Unfollowed, unsubscribed, for my own sanity. It is very important. All right. Trying to back up one of the things I'm saying here. I saw somebody in the comment section in a live stream that I went to. The person was writing in the comment section saying that Pete Edochie and Yul Edochie, they've used their son to do exchange so that they will continue to live. That this is a wrong exchange, that by the time we finish with you, the person's name is Harriet. I can't remember her last name. I couldn't just take it anymore in that live stream. I jumped on the link and I called the lady out. All this nonsense you're typing in the comment section, be rest assured that if this family member should get hold of all these things, they will trace you. And when they trace you, I will come here and make a video that we warned you to stop. And a lot of people that we are calling Judy name, back to the Yul Edochie story, saying how Judy that Judy is responsible for this boy's demise and all of that. Make sure you follow Judy to go do that juju way he claims that she did. Because if she decides tomorrow to sue some of you, she has a case in court and you don't have any evidence. Let this Blessing CEO be a sign or a warning to a lot of people. If you cannot back up what you're saying, if you have no proof, you better stop talking nonsense. For the fact that you're behind your computer, behind your smartphone, typing, that does not save you. It won't save you. And it will not exonerate you from legal lawsuits. Okay? All right. Thank you, Ogon, for being here. Thank you. God bless the CEO. And I tell you. All right. So now, I'm going to be talking about Cora Obidi. You guys know Cora Obidi. I've been talking about Cora Obidi in most of my live streams, though I don't have a name on this title today, but it also happened this week. Cora Obidi acquired a property in the US, so making her a homeowner in the US and fulfilling her American dreams. All right, let me give you guys a little explanation what American dreams is. American dreams is whereby if you finish high school or finish college, you get a job, you work so hard, because without working hard in this country, you know, the people pay your bills. There is no government assistance so far you're making money. Okay. It's not like some parts of Europe where you just sit at home, the government will be taking care of your children's welfare. If you born 10 and you're making good money, government no go give you shishi because you're making money. You can take care of them. Period. So Cora is a single mother after going through her divorce saga and all of that. And they kept dragging her, how naked she is, how unrighteous she is, because those dragging her assistant Jesus. Jesus gave them the right and the place and the position to assume an assistant Jesus, okay? So this week, Cora signed the dotted lines, thumbprint her mortgage papers, and then went home with her home key. All right. When you buy a house in the US, the house belongs to you. And most people buy them on mortgage because, as far as she said it was $1.6 million home. And we all know LA is very expensive. California is expensive. Their houses there are very expensive. Honestly, if you go to some other states, a home that you'll be paying like $350,000 for, in LA will be 1.8 million, 1.2 million, 1.6 million, depending, even to some places 1.2 million, depending on the location. Remember, location is key when you're trying to buy a home. And according to Cora, she said she made sure that the school district is right, the location is right. That's why she decided to buy the property. And here, let me also say it here. For those asking you, if you're a content creator and somebody is asking why are you wasting time on social media, tell the person that somebody just paid for 1.6 million home in the US and her major income is Facebook. Period. Say it the way it is. Her number one source of income is Facebook. Number one source. If she makes $100, for example, in a month, Facebook is giving her what? $80. So she's a content creator, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. She's a music artist. She's also a writer. So that girl they've been calling all manner of names is now what? A home owner, fulfilling her American dream. So I was talking about American dreams. You work so hard. By the time you were able to have a decent work, a decent job, taking care of yourself, and then having good credit, you qualify for a home. The moment you buy a home, is fulfilling your American dream. Yes, that's what it is. So this week she bought a home. She's now living her American dream, and her kids are going to have their separate room. She'll have enough space for her was. If you guys know, you know. All right. Thank you, Estelle Family TV. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, and happy new month to you all. How is your month going? I hope the day has been good. I hope nobody did a pro full on you. I hope you did not lose anything on April Fool. I hope you did not cry, and I hope it was all laughter and joy. Yeah, congratulations to Cora. Is anybody that thinks it's easy to buy a home in the US should think again. Let me sip my tea, guys. This one is green tea. All right. All right. So today, welcome Cindy Villa. Wow. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Longest time. How are you doing, girl? All right. So going forward, guys, this is going to be weekly roundup for me every Saturday instead of going out with all serious. I don't know what is wrong with my light. I'm turning red. The light fluctuates. I don't know why. I'm trying to move around so that I I don't know why. Maybe I should open my window. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I think it's better. So that I'll stop turning red. I think it's better. So we'll be doing a weekly roundup every Saturday of all the major stories that we had during the week. We are going to come here to talk about it, make some humors out of those that require to be made humors out. Make it a little lighter, not because my discussions are always bang, 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 serious, 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 serious. So we can do those serious things in the week. And on Saturdays, it's going to be weekly roundup of all the major activities that happen within the week. So I started by the DSS of Nigerian election. You guys know I talked so much about Nigerian election as though it's going to definitely affect me directly, but though I'm verified, it's still going to affect me. And my beautiful sis, Tina Isuoha, my big YouTuber. So guys, if you are on Facebook, follow Tina Isuoha on Facebook. You're going to crack your rib. If you need some relief content, go there. If you need some relocation content, go there. If you need some encouragement on IVF journey, follow Tina Isuoha on Facebook. You're going to have it. And also some inspiration when you're raising your kid. You can also get all of those from Facebook. All right. So the Nigerian election, we know how it all went, and we know Nigerians, they move away quickly from things. But I am happy to say that some young people are not moving away quickly from things. They are beginning to take, the bulls by the horn by going on the streets of Nigeria to, express their feelings and what they think that the government is not doing right. And it's a good thing in the right direction for them to do that. Okay, you don't just sit quiet and accept manna to fall from heaven and accept Nigeria to be all that great. No, if the citizens are very, very quiet and nonchalant about it, definitely nobody will be willing to help you. You have to show the fact that you're serious about the well-being of the citizens of Nigeria, and also for good governance, you have to do something. Okay, so this morning I was going through. I saw that they were protesting in Nigeria today in, I think, INEC office. It is all over the news. So I said, okay, let's see how that goes. Let's see how long they're going to go on with it. And let's see what the judiciary will do. Do I have hope in the judiciary? Absolutely not. I don't. Okay, and that is my opinion, and I'm so entitled to my opinion. I don't believe that the judiciary is going to do anything meaningful on this election. That is period for me. Okay, period. All right. And I talked about President Trump. Who would believe that President Trump was going to be indicted? Who would believe? I tell you, Americans will believe that. But if you're casting in Nigeria, they say, no, now what did he do? After all, now only Olosho he paid. He paid Olosho that he did Kerewa with. He paid Olosho that he did Kerewa with. Should not come on the media and be saying nonsense or saying how they did. And did the Olosho keep quiet? The Olosho even came on the news and say how the man could not do anything. Well, oh, you guys understand what I did talk. So for paying Olosho, this man has been indicted for a criminal charge in the US. Former president. Tell me how many former presidents of Nigeria that they are still remitting their loot. How many of them have been indicted? I mean, I no get former president for that country. Oh, I get former president, but the rule of law not just for statements. The rule of law and the constitution is for law students to go and study and crack their brain and suffer to pass law degree. And then you go and keep it in the library. That's where it belongs. Put it in the shelf. Nobody obeys anything. Nobody they respect anything. So far you have money, you can get away with a lot of things. So far you are within the ruling party, you can get away with a lot of things. I'm putting it out to you guys. The man that they call the honorable member is even an honorable member, House of Representative in River State. They caught him, police caught him with $500,000. And the list of all the INEC officials they are going to share the money with. Have you heard about the news again? Has the man been charged to court? Now, Nigerian way, they don't sort them out, right? So in a country where the rule of law is supreme, that's where they will indict their president for any wrongdoing. How many wrongdoing or even statement has Buhari said? I am president for the 95. You don't expect the 5% that did not vote for me to be president for them. I am president for the 95%. So, and what happened? Did anybody challenge that? How can you even challenge it when he's the one that put his friends and associates in the court of appeal? So tell me, guys, tell me. Happy New Month, David the boy. Is this David my own David? David the boy, is that you? Tell me, Auntie, that's me, or now tell me it's not me. Let me know. And I'm gonna ask you a question if that's my son. Welcome to my live stream, David. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all of you and your contribution to this live stream. Like you guys know, we try to make it conversational today. And if you want to say something, please jump in and say something. Please jump in and say something in the comment section. For some reason, I don't know why this thing is giving my live stream thumbnail my fruits and veggies. I don't understand why, but it's all good. All right. Thank you so much, Tina Isoha, for coming. Thank you for being there. Thank you for the like as well on Facebook. So, guys, I have questions to ask on this live stream. Like I said, I want it to be conversational, so you guys can also answer me. Who would believe that social media can make Cora can make such money from social media to buy a home of 1.6 million? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think social media is a means of income? Do you think social media is where people get paid? Do you think there is money on social media? There is money creating content? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, okay? Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. For a social media influence, she's not even influencing much. She's just influencing herself. She bought a home of 1.6 million. Let me know what you guys think in the social in the comment section. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Let me know. All right. And what do you guys think about Blessing CEO? Do you guys think this is a good thing that happened to Blessing CEO? Maybe for her to know how she talks if by the time she's out of this case? Or do you guys think that the Bimbos family are trying to intimidate Blessing? What do you guys think? What is your take on Blessing CEO? What is your take? So I did put out 2 questions. Let me know what your takes are in the comment section, and I'll be reading out what you think about those in the comment section as well. So now I'm going back to Judy Austin. Okay, somebody will be saying, who is Judy Austin? Judy Austin is Yul Edochie's second wife. The Abala Okolo Kalesia of Yul Edochie, the Jelewany of Yul Edochie. That is who Judy Austin is. People like us did not know that Judy Austin has actually given birth to another second baby for you, baby girl this time. And that happened like 3 weeks ago, March 10th. Yul could not bring it to the public because of the, how the public are going to react. So they kept it quiet, kept it on the low. And when I made my live stream about Yul Edochie's son passing and all of that, we talked about polygamy and all of that. The thing I try to make people understand, see, every woman wants to be celebrated. You want, when you marry, you go in and you relax, you're at peace with your husband, with your family. But that wasn't the case for Judy Austin. Judy Austin got married and it became mayhem. It became a nightmare for her, nightmare for her husband, nightmare for anybody that is friends with Judy Austin, nightmare because May Edochie got a lot of following, fans, subscribers, anything you can call them. She got a lot of sisters that are there to fight for her. So they made this second wife thing for Judy a complete nightmare. He became horror. Horror movie no even reach this one. So tell me, Judy has a daughter now. Would she wish to such marriage for her child? Obviously no, because nobody wants to wish something that is not peaceful for his or her child. Would y'all ever wish this for his sons? You marry a second wife and then your life will turn upside down. Definitely no, he will not. You want your son, even if he's marrying a second wife, let it be in peace, let it be in harmony, let them live peacefully and let people mind their businesses. But people this time refused to mind their businesses. They kept on trolling Judy, calling her names, how she's akpa rice, akpa beans, akpa cement, how she's husband snatcher, husband this, husband blah 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 blah, and how she's bala blue and whatever you can make out of it. Guys, that was what became of Judy being a second wife. I guess in her next word, she will never agree to second wife thing. And I hope this their marriage survive. I really hope. I hope the marriage pulls through, because the way things are going now, I don't know if she will still be in that marriage or if she will say, you know what, I am done, I am sick and tired, I'm tired of being sick and tired. I can't take this anymore. You go back to your family. Let me be a single mother and be it in peace, so that with my full chest, I can come on the online and say, okay, I no marry you again, make God leave me alone. Do you guys think that Judy Austin will ever change her mind and walk away from this marriage? That is another question. All right, let me read some comments here. Esther said, for me, Blessing CEO is good for her. She met her husband there, so they go do love sweet inside the prison. Niger daughter, your head no correct at all. How can you say they go begin do love? Okay, let me explain what she meant here, okay? Esther is saying that it's good that Blessing has gone, in detention, because IVD, that is the late Bimbo's husband, whom Blessing is claiming to be, sweetheart with, is also in detention. Okay, he has been detained over the case of his demised wife. And it was the same case of demised wife that brought Blessing CEO to detention. So now that the two of them are in detention, they are going to be the couple of the year. They're going to make the couple of the year, okay? Remember, I was it IVD or Blessing that tattooed the name of the other party on their arms. So I think IVD tattooed Blessing or Blessing tattooed IVD. I don't know, because I don't follow their gist. I'm not interested in Blessing CEO. The only reason I'm talking about it now is for people to be careful so that I don't land in jail like Blessing CEO. With all your thumbnails and all the titles you're giving to your video so that people can click, and all the lies you spew that Judy was the one that made the boy. Be careful, because if anybody should wake up from the wrong side of the bed and pursue you, they are going to arrest you and put you behind bars, just like Blessing CEO. So Estelle is saying that when she meets IVD in detention, they'll now be husband and wife and continue their sweet affairs in jail. All right. I cannot allow my daughter to marry as a second wife. Oh. Okay, David Boy is saying that he can allow the daughter to marry as a second wife. Okay, David, you have a point, but some people still believe in polygamy, and is another way you can actually marry. People believe in polygamy, they practice it, they hold it so dear, and for that reason, I respect them for their belief and I respect them for that opinion. It's working well for some people, but for most parts, a lot of people are against it. So if you don't want your child to get into polygamy, that means you have to show good example, being a good husband, a good father to your children, and not go with side chicks, because they might not be marrying polygamy, but they have 3-4 side chicks all over the place. So when they start having side chicks, to me, is as good as having multiple wives. It might not be termed polygamy because they did not pay bride price on their heads, but it's as good as having multiple women, because that person is still not faithful to that wife in the house. All right. So Esther is laughing. Okay, I think I've read all the comment. So to me, a blessings case should sound as a serious warning to all the content creators and even the commenters, because most times commenters write all manner of things without considering who is reading this, how the person you're referring to going to feel like. If I don't pick commenters voice, but Vicky's corner has made mention of comments she has received, and she has reacted on those comments, and to the point one person was calling them to remove the video and all of that because of the comment that she reacted. So if you're writing a comment, ask yourself again, is this comment, am I really proud of this comment? What I'm saying, am I proud of what I'm saying? Is this something I have facts to back up? Because you don't know who is reading it. You don't know where they are going to call up that your comment. You might go back to delete it, but a lot of people must have screenshot that comment and they are going to use it against you. So when you're doing things like that, be careful. Okay? Be careful. All right. So let me see if there is any topic I'm missing that happened within the week, and then we'll be rounding up in a short while. I have serious snow in my home right now, and I want to take my dear Nkechi. If you're following me on Facebook, you see I'm posting my daughter's videos on Facebook, their comedy sketch on Facebook. Please watch them. They also have a YouTube channel, Fun with Lexi. Please, please, please support my daughters. They live in America and they're trying to depict our African way of saying things and doing things just for the sake of fun, for enjoyment purposes and entertainment purposes solely. All right. So I have snow, fresh snow. We are going to be doing something out there, and I'm going to also stream live, showing you guys how my state look right now, because we are just waking up and we haven't plowed our driveway, and the city is covered again. Covered just overnight. We woke up and everywhere covered with snow. So I'm going to be going live on that one as well, just for fun. Okay. All right. So we talked about most things that happened within the weeks, things that made headlines within the week. Oh, I'm forgetting one more thing that made the headline. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, guys. Davido released a new single this week. How could I forget about Davido? I apologize about that. He released a new single after 6 months of being away. Remember last year he lost his first son, Ifeanyi Adeleke. May his soul, gentle soul, continue to rest at the bosom of the Lord. So he has been away from production, music making, and everything. And then he took the time to reflect about life, all the things that have happened to him in life. And he released a song called Timeless. So if you haven't streamed the album, go download Spotify and stream on Spotify or Apple Music, and encourage your brother, your music artist, your friend, whatever the video means to you. Encourage them. Let them make the top chart, okay? That's the best we can do. Unique Lady B, thank you, thank you. You're late. You're always late now. I know. Either that you're waking up or you're doing something or you're editing. So welcome. All right. I want to be sure I captured everything, the major stories that happened within the week, because a lot is happening. No, I don't want to talk about those that don't make sense. We are talking about those that make sense. But if you're here, what do you guys think that will become of Nigeria if Tinubu becomes president? He hasn't even been inaugurated. He's already warning NBC to give sanction to Channels TV, which NBC has carried out that sanction by sanctioning Channels TV with a tune of 5 million naira. So what will become of Nigerians when Tinubu becomes president? Are they going to shut down Twitter? Are they going to shut down YouTube, Facebook, Instagram? Or everybody is going to enter house and be quiet? You can't speak again. Are they going to take away freedom of speech in Nigeria? What will become of Nigerians? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts. All right. I'm trying to know if there is anything I omitted. Another thing that happened within the week was that Chrisland School that was closed, shut down after the demise of their student, Whitney, has been reopened. What they said, they reopened for the terminal classes so that they can go back and write WAEC and write junior WAEC. What do you guys make out of it? And parents are still hanging on that school. If I were to be a mother in that of a student in that school, that child is already gone out of that school a long time. But I don't know why they're still there. Is it that their tuition is less? No, I don't know why they're still there. Emotion, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Host, I'm not always late too. It's just that I wasn't on YouTube to see you have started. Oh, sorry about that. It's okay. Thank you. It was hot. It was hot for everyone. Yes, it was indeed hot for everyone. A lot of things happened this week, and I'm only taking the major things that happened. Let me not even forget. I didn't want to talk about this guy, but let me talk about him. Uche Madagu. Uche Madagu was saying that the death was spiritual and all of that. I don't know the spiritual Uche belongs. I don't know if he's serving Amadioha or he's serving Christ, Jehovah. So I don't know which spirituality level Uche is, because his lifestyle does not depict as somebody who is serving Christ, okay, or who is serving Jehovah. So maybe it's Amadioha that Uche Madioha is believing, and he's saying the thing is spiritual. What happened is spiritual. I refused to listen to his video. I didn't understand. I didn't listen to what he said, but I know some people talked about it. Linda Ikedi said, I was quoting Uche here. This is Uche, okay? So Linda Ikedi said, this is spiritual. Actor Uche Madagu will react to the tragic loss of Yul and May Edochie's son, Kambili Chukwu, at the 16-year passed on 20. So Uche is saying is spiritual. Maybe Uche is now the how is it said? Is now a dibia, or maybe Uche is now a soothsayer, or maybe Uche is now, I don't know what to make out of Uche's story. But if you listen to that video, what did he actually say? What did Uche say? Because I don't watch Uche. I'm sorry, I don't know what he said. Oh, did you see the guy that was pulled out from the aeroplane because he shouted Tinubu will not be inaugurated? Just was that justified? I saw it too, and Festus Kiamu made a statement, wrote something about it, saying that that a functional and mentally derailed person of the obedient, whatever obedient. The thing is this: they are looking for every opportunity, you understand, to make obedience look very silly, to make them look violent, to make them look not to be credible. So they are looking for every avenue to do that. And for the young man shouting that, he has freedom of speech to say whatever he wants to say in a free country. Remember, a free country. Nigeria, the way it's going with Tinubu, is not a free country. He has sanctioned Channel Television for granting an interview. When Channel Television granted the interview, they did not tell the man to say what the man came to say. The man came prepared with his constitutional belief and constitutional understanding and interpretation, stating what is in the constitution. But no, because you're speaking against their own president-select, you can't talk about it. Nigeria should get ready. The guy they took out of the airplane, I don't know the extent at which he said that. And if I read it from Festus Kiamu, I will not get the true picture of the story, because that one is already biased. So he's reacting, saying that they removed the guy from the air, saying Tinubu must not be sworn in. The thing is that kind of word is sensitive, okay? And then, like I said, you have to be careful. When I mean careful with what you say, especially in Nigeria, where the freedom of speech is so restrictive, you have to be careful. He cannot be sworn in. He could have said in the other way that I don't believe in the election result. I don't believe that Tinubu won. Is a different thing. But you saying he cannot be sworn in, some people might take it there and run with it and start thinking about how to cause confusion in the country. Maybe that's the angle they are looking at it, or they are taking it. I don't know. But people should be very careful and sensitive when they want to say things, especially in Nigeria. It's not a free country, okay? I have the beautiful cover girl here. Cover girl. How are you doing, Mel? Thank you for jumping in. How are you doing?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm good. Happy New Month, host. You are looking good.
Thank you.
I'm just so busy because grandma took the little ones. I said, let me do everything I have to do before she gets back. So that's why I could not jump in. I was like, hi, I can't even type. I'm missing this gist.
Yes, so
But I love all the immediately I saw your this, I was like, oh my goodness, hot to hot to hot, back to back, like all topics interesting and everything. I was like, this is going to be hot live stream. I was like, let me see, I'll jump in when I can. So let me quickly talk about what Unique is actually asking. I saw that stuff, and what got me was when the 4 security guys were holding the man and he was screaming, obedient, obedient, obedient. I was like, no, this is not an Obi supporter. Do you understand?
yeah.
A real Obi supporter will not do that. At this point, a true obedient should know that making such statement is going to be against the person you're supporting.
Yes.
They will go to court. Nigerian court system will drag that thing like for many years. So you cannot say that he won't be sworn in. He will be sworn in. We know that 100%. May is what? Next month, right?
Yeah.
There is no way that court case, they will finalize that court case, let's say by the end of April.
Nah.
And then we say Labour Party won or PDP won. Do you understand? That will not happen. Before the lawyers will carry their documents and go through everything they have to do. Do you know how many witnesses they will need? This is a massive case. We're not talking about a small case. So it cannot happen that fast. So you saying something like that already on ground, likes of Festus Keyamo and his gang, FFK and the other delusional people, they are already, I call them delusional, it's not an insult, but that's the way they are behaving. They've already made it known that, they've made allegation that obedience, that's Peter Obi, is planning with people to do something like this. And then you go on a plane to repeat such. This person is coming from their side. If you understand, this person is coming from APC supporter. Anything they would do to taint the image of Peter Obi is working in their own favor.
Thank you.
So that's what the guy displayed. So I love the fact that he was thrown out of the flight. And I love the fact that no other, are you telling me that he was the only obedient on that flight? A true obedient knows when to keep quiet, because the man that is leading the movement is someone with brain. He's not an idiot. So he's saying, calm down, let's chase it through this other way. And people are respecting and see. He just doesn't say something as a leader. He gives you reasons. He will give you several instances where you can sit back in your home, and even if you're not an educated person, the way Peter Obi explains something, you'll be able to go back and sit down, think about it, and it will make sense to you. Even the market woman can understand. So a real obedient won't make that move. So this is from the other camp. So good for him that they threw him out of the flight.
Yeah, you're very correct. Don't be surprised that this person was paid to go and do that. Don't be surprised that this person was coming from another party. Don't be surprised that this person, did this to be able to, arouse the internet so that people can start talking and start saying, and then making obedient people look very, very, look not credible at all in the eyes of the people. I'm glad the way he said it. Real obedience will not do that. Real obedience is, they have freedom of speech, like I said, but remember, it's going to be very restrictive going forward. And the thing is, he could have said it differently. If he was really, really obedient, he could have said, I don't believe in the election. I don't believe in the result. And as far as I'm concerned, the case is in court. So let's see what the court will say. But like I just said, it could be a disguise. It could be someone else trying to cause confusion. We don't know who that person is, and it's unfortunate it happened, and it's unfortunate they're trying to smear P2B and obedient people and obedient movement. So, host, what will you say about blah blah? We've talked about this thing severally, how people should be mindful of what they're saying. When Blessing made that comment, we talked about it in the live stream here. I don't know if it was your live stream or my live stream, how people should be careful. What do you think that this thing happening to Bleble Is he going to be wake up people's consciousness for them to be careful about what they say, what they write on people's comments or people's issues? What do you think?
Well, sadly enough, it will not. It's not going to do anything to people, because you know that we now live in a society where people feel like being rude and being badly behaved is you being bold and you being smart and you being fierce. Because a person with common sense knows when to speak and knows how to. I think it was on your live stream that we talked about. We said the way she was saying that thing. And what shocked me was someone like Daddy Freeze, that is well read, could not call her to order. Because trust me, if that was, for example, of course, you are a lawyer, so I cannot compare. But I'm saying, if that was said on your live stream, I believe you would have told the person, please say alleged, or please, do you have evidence? Because because Daddy Freeze knows he has the numbers.
Yeah.
So the fact that Daddy Freeze allowed this woman to rant the way she ranted, and he came back yesterday, I mean the day before, and he was kind of, not directly, but defending her kind of, goes to show that people think that this type of speech will lead you somewhere.
You know, Daddy Freeze, everything is about the numbers. We should understand that. They want the traffic. They want to trend. Because after that conversation, people started making videos and making references. Bloggers started picking that thing from Daddy Freeze and live stream, you know, posting in their own. So the traffic was given and he got the traffic. It's unfortunate that she was not cautioned, but let me even say it, even if Daddy Freeze had cautioned her, the way that Blessing CEO behaved, she will not have listened. She will not have listened to Daddy Freeze. He said, no, leave me. I have to say what I have to say. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the expert in this global, worldwide. You know the way that lady reacts. She wouldn't have even kept quiet. She wouldn't have listened.
Now, look where the thing has landed her now.
Yeah.
Look where it has landed her, because you cannot make such accusation. The person is late. So the person cannot even come out to, defend themselves. So that even makes it worse. If it's someone that is alive, the person could have picked up their phone and immediately counter what she said. So that alone should have rang a bell. If you call yourself a relationship therapist and truly you went to any kind of school, if you've gone through school, I don't care if you came out with first class or third class pass or whatever, but if you know that you went to school and school also passed through you, you know certain things are not done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that you're just busy taking side with one person, what kind of relationship expert are you? Because, yes, now, if this is your line of what is, for example, you're a lawyer now, somebody reports a case, you didn't even bother to say, okay, let's get all the findings and everything. You just start judging. You're right, the other person is guilty. Let's, go to court and throw the person in jail. Then by the time you get to court, that's when you now find out that person has evidence that your client is lying and you didn't do your job as a lawyer. That's what Blessing did, because you are a relationship therapist. Bimbo is not here to say her own part of the story. IVD will say it to favor himself, because who wants to go to jail? Now we're talking about life.
I'm trying to look at it from different angles. Could it be that while IVD was in that relationship with Bimbo, IVD was keeping tab with Blessing? Could it be for her to be saying, because what she said that time, she spoke as if she was in that relationship with them, as if she got all the facts right, and she said she would start releasing documents. You understand? Chat. And eventually she started posting things after that interview. So could it be that IVD in somehow is related to her, or somehow was her secret lover, or was sending some messages to her that gave her that kind of boldness to come and talk about somebody that just passed in that manner?
I said she was their therapist too, that we don't know. Because we live in a country where anybody can tell you they're anything, and people will start paying money to get services that they don't even know what type of services they're getting. So except she's their therapist, which she will know certain things about them, but she never stated that. She never said, I'm the official therapist of this family. Mm-hmm. So it really seemed like something is going on, or should I say was allegedly, between them, because she knows too much.
Yeah. she didn't just talk like a layman who didn't have information. She spoke with some
Yes,
categorically.
confident, yes, like she has tea on them.
Yeah. And let me even bring it here from what you said. You talked about a specialist, a therapist. When
Yes.
you go through what it takes to be a therapist or be a specialist in that area, you
Yes.
can never be a very successful therapist when you're biased. You have
At
to
all.
sit as an umpire without having to side any side at all. You're not siding the B, you're not siding the man, the woman.
Yes.
You have to be at the middle. You have to give them the opportunity to air their opinions, air their feelings, whatever it is that transpired in the relationship. And you have to watch what you say. That, okay, maybe the reason why she's reacting is because of this. Maybe the reason why he reacted was because of this. You understand? But she came there as the madam know it all. Like Sabi past my neighbor. You understand that kind of knowledge?
Exactly.
Yes, that Bimbo is the one. Bimbo is the one. Bimbo is this.
Yes.
Give the woman a little credit now. She is the one that was in that relationship, not you. Or were you another woman in the relationship to have known what Bimbo was doing? Maybe by the
That
time
was causing the trouble, actually.
yeah. Or maybe by the time Bimbo finished fighting with the man will go and then sleep in your house. Are you the one in the middle? We don't know where she got those facts she spilled, or rather, I won't say they are facts. All those statements she made, we don't know
She
where
made, yeah.
we don't. And I want to believe it's going to serve as a caution to a lot of people, because look at what happened to Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie lost his son. If you read the comment section of every platform that posted that, from Bella Niger to Lindy KG, Gist Lover, Punch News, Vanguard newspaper, if you see the kind of comments people were leaving against you, Yul is still the father of this child. And then those people writing, they were writing as though God gave them the authority to deputize for them. When I call them Assistant Jesus or Deputy God, I can't be mistaken. They were speaking or writing with emphasis. Are you happy now? You should be happy now. Look at what you did. You are the one that acquired your son. Haba!
Very insensitive comment to make.
Very, very insensitive.
No matter how much, he can actually fall out of love with his first wife, but the love for his children will always be there. That's
where they forget it. They forget that part. This man can never stop loving his children. Never. And then you now come and be saying all these things against the man that will still bury his child. When they do all this burial thing now, none of those people will be there. None of them. They are internet warriors. That's where they have all the power and magic too. Hey, God have mercy. God have mercy, Nigerians. God have mercy on human being, because they keep messing it up. They keep failing God. They keep failing themselves. Some of them, when I read, there was one comment I read on Linda Ikeji, and the one that consoled me was another person reacted to that comment, calling me Assistant Jesus, Assistant God. So now you're saying that Yul and Judy are the ones that buy the son. Who gave you the authority? What, the person gave that person a good response. I was like, these people should slow down. I know we are all hurting, we are all heartbroken. You understand? We feel the pain. As a mother, as a human being, you feel the pain. But that doesn't give us the right to come and say that Yuli was the one that bought the son, or Judy was the one that bought the son. We shouldn't be speaking in that angle. And then when you now go back to Judy saying,
what I think should happen in Nigeria is people that make such comments, this type of comment, they should really put a law that they will find you, and at least even if it's one day you sleep in jail and they give you correct Niger type of flogging with koboko, would be nice. Because the level of hate comment is now getting too much, and it's not making sense.
It's not making sense at all. It's not making sense. In the US, it's a big crime when you're being charged for hate crime. It's a federal crime, not even state. It's a big crime, hate crime. And that's why the likes of Facebook, because if you guys notice in the news, from time to time, Facebook goes to the Congress, they are being invited for scrutiny. And when you type some things on Instagram, Instagram will now ask you again, are you sure you want to post this, that this is against, you understand? Then you have to readjust what you're typing. But these days, they still pass those messages by putting, instead of putting S, they will put $. You still understand what they are writing. So I don't even know what to make out of it. I don't know how to help, because it's called cyberbullying, and they should pass serious law about cyberbullying and hate crime. That's what Nigeria should be talking about. What happened in Lagos during the gubernatorial election is pure hate crime. They should be able to enact such laws in Nigeria to help regulate how people talk about people on social media. Let me also say here, Mel, I know you always say, I saw you with President Trump's indictment. What do you have to say on that?
When I saw that stuff, I was like, hey, finally. Because, you know, when that Capitol, that thing happened, they to allow President Trump free. So when this happened, I was like, okay, so it goes to show that, yes, their laws are still working. Because at the point I was thinking, what, they've joined the countries that are doing, some people are above the law. You understand? Yeah. So when I saw it, I was like, whoa. You know, he had said something, hinting. I was like, is this just some kind of talk? You know, he talks somehow. I didn't take it serious first. When I saw that first one that was coming from him. But then when people said, truly, they are really working on something concerning the case, I was like, what? They're really going to sit down and discuss this man, you know? Forget the fact that he was once the president, but he's wealthy, you know? And you know, some of these wealthy people, they get in places like Nigeria, if I hear that someone as wealthy as Trump will be, you know, forget the president part, because that won't even happen, but someone as wealthy, I think it's really a good one. And it goes to show people in that country that don't think that you are above the law.
Yeah.
So I wish that other countries like Nigeria will actually emulate, because they just know how to emulate the wrong things from other countries.
Bam.
And the good ones, they don't.
Bam.
You know, so I heard you said Tinubu is actually asking for Channels TV to be
they have
sanctioned. I don't know.
He wrote that statement to NBC, asking them to suspend Channel Television for granting that interview to Vice Presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Not up to 2 days. I read in the news that NBC has slammed a Channel Television with $5 million fine for that.
NBC, as in NBC in the US. Do we have NBC in Nigeria?
Yeah, we do. Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. Is it Nigeria?
Oh, that's on there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do.
And they did what he asked for.
Yes,
just because he said it.
That's what I'm saying. It's National Broadcasting Commission in Nigeria. So people should get ready of what is coming, okay? Because if you say anything, they will ban Twitter. If you say anything, they will ban Instagram. So people should.
Is it banned? You forget he has that his boy that has connection everywhere. They will just find you and you just evaporate. Because banning will be good.
MC guy.
Yes, now immediately you say one thing, you disappear. Immediately you say one thing, you disappear. By the time few people disappear, everybody will close their mouth. We know how all these kind of people operate now. Allegation, allegedly, drug lord, allegedly. Because we can still go and dig for that document in the US, but let's keep saying allegedly. So if we're having people with this kind of shady past, of course, there will never be peace. Don't expect it. It won't happen. He has never sounded like someone that loves peace anyway, during or throughout his campaign. To me, all his campaign videos I saw, he didn't sound like someone that loves peace. And he doesn't even sound like someone that is willing to sit down and have a conversation with you, you know, a reasonable conversation.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he looks like somebody that gets angry and he just jumps to conclusion, like, this is what I'm going to do and this is what we're going to do because I have the power. But I hope he's seeing what's happening in the US. Let's hope that someday Nigeria will get there too. The way Donald Trump will go and answer concerning collecting that he decided to collect, or he didn't collect in the name of America, or he collected with his own bola.
Now it was his bola that landed him. You know, it's really interesting for people to understand how this country work. You understand?
As in,
America is a
of
place.
everything that will land you in this kind of soup.
Now your cucumber.
As in, 5 minutes enjoyment. That's if you reach 5 minutes, oh.
The girl said the thing don't even she don't even enjoy him. That the guy not even sabi do.
But the thing is, how did they even get their hands on that document?
No,
That's
wait
what I
now.
don't
Okay, wait.
understand.
Let me say hello and welcome, Evelyn. Longest time, it's been a while I saw you. Thank you for joining me today. Evelyn said that she personally unsubscribed from a lot of people spewing very insensitive, ignorant views about the sensitive issues such as a young, solid child passing. I don't blame you for unsubscribing because it is very insensitive for people to talk about any, talk about it in a very, very annoying way. Really very insensitive. Some of them, they made themselves Deputy Jehovah, Assistant Jesus, and then holier than thou to determine that it was Judy that died the boy. It's very unfortunate. And I will keep telling people, be careful what you're saying. If you don't have facts, be careful because anybody can wake up with a lawsuit. And I don't blame anybody for doing so. All right, back to the conversation. Trending G's. See, how it happened it was that there is one of his lawyer went to jail, Mike Cohen. He
Yes.
went to jail because of the president, and it was him that they used to pay the money.
Oh,
you get it. So when he went to jail for this, the man, distanced himself through his trial. You understand, and allowed him to go to jail. So that did not go down well with this Michael Cohen. He wrote a book which I refused to buy because I was so angry when he was defending the man with that hush story. It was during the campaign that the thing came out. Eventually, they granted the man interview by a human activist, a lawyer, was on interview with the lady. They talked about it and all of that. That was when the girl was saying it wasn't even pleasurable, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. The bullet was like this, was not like this. So the girl now admitted, yes, she was paid 150K. So the person that was the middleman for the payment became their chief witness. You understand? So there is no way they will not indict him because the money came from his organization, and this is the reason why the money was paid to the guy. Initially, when he was campaigning, they tried to play it down, said it wasn't hush money. It was just political. It was just for something else. It wasn't anything. But now the evidence are everywhere. The guy testified. The lady was called upon, and all of that. So now the man doings. Now he land them indictment. It's not even those his bad words or those things you can say hateful words that he was saying. No. Now in doing so, when you say they married, they do with another person, it can get you into trouble. That was what happened to this man.
Hi. Voila.
That was what happened to this man.
Even with him, the funny part is he has a young wife and he's old. What else is he looking for?
He wants to be entertained. What are you talking about? You think all these things are just for enjoyment? It's for pleasure. He wants to be pleasured. He wants to pay to get pleasured, and he did. So after all, he's a rich man. Don't be so you talk about. Oh, guys, you guys should forgive me, but I have to laugh. That laugh, they say, is medicine. Okay, it takes away the wrinkles and it helps your heart as well as your mental state. So when you find something funny, laugh. Okay. All right, Mel, before we start concluding today, I'm going to ask you, what do you have to say about the latest landlady in the US in the tone of 1.6 million? She says, small Nash, big God. What do you have to say?
No, it's small guy, small Nash, big God. To think that, just, if you just look at Cora Obidi's Facebook, let's just, because she's always on Facebook.
Yeah.
You will never even think that person can make $100. Like, if you don't know how these things works. And when I saw the money at first, I was looking at it, I was like, am I reading this thing correctly? Or do I have to type this in Google to understand how much this lady paid for this building? I was like, for this house. I was like, what? This is from people calling her name. Go get a job. You're jobless. And some of these people cannot even buy mud house in their village. Hi. I was like, forget it. Forget it. God is God. When you're busy judging somebody, you're busy condemning somebody that God has not condemned. Look where she is today. If God had really condemned Korah, she wouldn't be making any money. She would just be hustling, but nothing will come out from that hustle. So I hope people that are saying Korah this, Korah dress, Korah no dress, Korah no this, Korah no that, know that this is a good example of God has not judged her yet. God is the one blessing her, because it's not easy. Korah is not the only person creating content. So you cannot say, because it's only Korah, that's why she's making so much. Go try what she's doing and see how many people will come and give you stars, you know, or how many people will come and subscribe or pay for monthly subscription.
Host, what you said now made me laugh. Let me also say it here. She also bought a land in Lekki, in Lagos, remember? The sister, the same day she acquired this house. Yes, she bought a house in Lagos, not a house, a land. So her sister took to social media. She and her father went to Korah's plot of land. They were making video. Okay, Korah, see your land here. We'll make you come back and start building. And then she was signing papers in Los Angeles, trying to conclude her home deal. So for people that called her names, you understand? Like you said, let them see. I've been on live stream now for 1 hour, 36 minutes. How many stars have I gotten?
The people don't understand.
That is the question.
Until you start creating content, you wouldn't understand.
When God's favor is upon you, you can't take that. That's why God hasn't judged her yet. I love the way you said it. Let me read what Evelyn said. Evelyn said, I hurt whenever I see Trump in trouble. I stop watching any videos with Trump's picture on it. Oh, Evelyn is Trump's supporter. Sorry about that, Evelyn. But unfortunately, Trump is going to continue to be in the news. And if they get him arrested and they do a mock shock, I also talk about it, okay? I'm sorry about that. Korah is a real star. I shed tears of joy for this princess. Justin will never be the same again. Laugh out loud. Which star? Ha 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 ha. Leave Korah. Korah is the dancing princess all the way from motherland Nigeria. See, let me start by saying, when I saw Blessing CEO dressed that way, remember, it reminded me of Korah's dress. Mel, I think we were the ones that talked about. We talked about it, right?
Which
about the dress? Korah had that dress. Korah has a
the
dress.
The one leg dress, yes. Yes, so, Korah has it. I think on bodycon, something like that.
Yes,
something like
yes, she has a dress like that. So when I saw it, I said, you see all these people that have been talking against Korah, they want to wear dresses like Korah, but they don't get guts. Secondly, their body no fit. Thirdly, the culture where they stay no allow them. When I saw Blessing, I say, Blessing, so you've been admiring Korah's outfit and you don't know how to wear it. That was the thought I said to myself. Then when you look at her legs and her extra she did, the crocodile way is on the thigh section. I now say to myself, no wonder some people cannot come and open their legs anyhow, because that place they too bad. And Blessing not even think about it before she came online. I said, well, a lot of them want to do what Korah is doing, but unfortunately they can't be able to do it. I am so happy for Korah. I was doing a live stream on Yul Edochie and Son that day, so I couldn't do Korah's live stream on buying a home. I couldn't combine the two that day, but I was so joyed that same day I posted the video. I went live in the evening to celebrate her and congratulate her. Because you know what? It's not easy to buy a home in the US. It's not easy. For you to buy a home here, you must have perfect credit, not mago credit. When I mean perfect credit, that means if you have bad credit, you cannot qualify. And you have to show proof of income, because they need to know that you can maintain the mortgage payment. So you have to show where you work, what you do, and had your flow of income monthly. So when when we talk about Cora as a content creator, she is
Yeah.
more on YouTube. Sorry, more on Facebook
On
than
Facebook.
YouTube. Yeah. So she started coming back to YouTube when her Facebook was demonetized. So she now start putting the same energy on YouTube. So
On
she goes
YouTube.
live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the same time. So she's using 3 phones to do all of that. Then
Yeah.
you now ask yourself, how many people can say, because if she paid 10% of 1.6, that was cash upfront, is not loan. So she must
Yeah.
have paid 160,000. If she paid 20%, she must have paid 320,000. I don't know how many percent she paid, but that is what is applicable in the US. So this
Yeah.
girl paid cash of that tone, and she has paid 50,000 to her ex-husband. She has paid the guys 40,000 student loan. So she
Yeah.
actually makes mega money from social media.
She did.
And all those people calling her names, I don't know why they cannot just stop. But I think they're also making money from Cora. Let me even say it here.
Exactly.
Yesterday evening, I was on, the way Facebook will suggest videos. So he suggested this
Yeah.
lady that has been back fighting Cora. Do you know what they are
Oh,
saying now? That it was an apartment, it was a condo, that is not a mansion. Whether it's a mansion or no mansion is none of your business. If it's one room that you call your mansion, you make it a mansion. I made my live stream. That was the argument on the comment section in my live stream, that we should stop saying his mansion. She did not buy a mansion. So somebody replied. I didn't even know how to reply the person, but another person came and replied the person. So what
oh,
I did was to thank the person that replied. Say thank you for this reply, because I didn't know where to start from. So another person wrote it again, and I told the person, see, I live in so kind of home, you understand? But to me, that is truly my mansion. I don't care
yes.
whether it fits definition of mansion. It is not supposed to be a castle before it becomes a mansion.
Yeah.
It's my mansion because that's how I see my home. That's the one they are saying now. That some people said it was her LA mom and LA dad that bought her a home. I say LA mom and LA dad, they don't get children to buy homes for Nakora. What is wrong with this?
People don't understand what's happening in other countries. You think somebody will buy you a home just like that?
Just like that.
Huh.
I was like, what
Now,
is wrong
wow.
with these people? When would they ever let this girl breathe? When?
The hate is too much. The
It
hate
is
is
too
whenever,
much.
even today I was doing my own video because I've been in and out, so I didn't have time to. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to sit down and do a live stream. I just came back, dropped my bag downstairs, and I started doing the live stream there. And I was like, people keep complaining, Cora don't dress, Cora don't wear clothes, Cora don't this. She has bought a house. And for those people saying she doesn't wear clothes, go back and check your history. Are you checking your history from slavery? No, go before slavery and all of that. What were your people wearing? What about the virgin dance that South Africa is doing? Nigeria too is doing. And I said it, some Nigerians don't even know about the virgin dance. So be quiet first. If you don't even know your own history, keep quiet, go back and study your history, then come back and judge. Because what were they wearing? Animal skin. Were we wearing suits from time? No. And moreover, the breast is something that is being celebrated because the size again contribute to how you can feed multiple of children. And so it is, women were being celebrated for. So till today, they still carry out that virgin dance. Nigeria is doing it, South Africa is doing it, and some other African countries also, where they don't wear bra or anything at all. If you type that in on YouTube, Google, you will see the videos and photos. Because we cannot show these things because of the rules of this, it doesn't mean they don't exist. You use a smartphone, Google something. So if Cora, at least she's covering, you're not seeing her nipple and all that, what are you judging her for? You don't like it, don't follow. We have billions of people. Unfollow her. Tell Facebook not to suggest to you. Move on. That's what people do. If I don't want to see your content, I don't subscribe to you. I won't see your content. Absolutely. Or if I've seen it before, then I'll unsubscribe. Just like you said, that some people who are doing certain things and you remove notification. It's something you can always do.
Yes.
So people should calm down. If she's living if it's a wooden house she bought, it's her home.
It's
She
her
doesn't
money.
need to pay rent. She can sleep well at night and not worry about a landlord or landlady coming to scream and cause a scene. Or we wake up one day, there's what people call them in, what do they call this? Their vans in US, the towing van. There's a giant towing van in front of your house. People don't even understand that these people, it's not like Nigeria that maybe you're owing rent, you're begging landlord, please now, Oga next month. Oga next month. You and who they do Oga next month. Before you go and come back, they've changed your lock. You can't enter the house. So it doesn't matter how small she bought it, it's her own. That house will go down for June and Atina. Your own, which one have you left for your own children? These old people that are judging her, which one have they left for their children? Let's start from there to have the conversation. Have they bought toothpick for their children? If they buy today, is there toothpick that their children can inherit? Or if they buy where, like that one that has big mouth that is running her mouth, if she buy where she is now, they will not ship her children
I
back
don't
to
know. She
Nigeria.
has no joy at all, and it's
I've never
unfortunate.
seen someone as bitter as that woman. I swear to God, I have
I've
never
never
seen in
seen.
my life.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've never
Towards a
seen.
stranger that you don't know, a woman that both of you have not met face to face, and she offended you. I have never.
Absolutely. And you come to think about, she has a man, she has a husband. What is the man saying? And they say she married an Igbo man. I say no, 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 no. It cannot be an Igbo
Really?
man. Maybe it's an Igbo man that she is feeding, because that's the only Igbo man that will allow you to do nonsense, because they don't have a say. But if he
I
married
don't
a
even think
woman,
that one will allow it. I don't think so. Even if you're feeding him, I don't. Or is it because it's
so if
abroad?
you're feeding a man, you're the one dictating the tones. You don't listen to
Host
what
in
the man.
Nigeria, whether you're feeding them, they can still fling you out of that house.
No, no, no.
Whether
It's
you're not paying
overseas
rent.
now. They live overseas, so they get. I don't know why the man is not at least cautioning her, or maybe they are in it together, or maybe he say, "Honey, leave that thing. This is social media. This is how I'm making my own money. If I start, I have to be opposite of what others are saying, so that." Maybe she has found a way to talk to her husband into it, but it's very unfortunate that somebody, no matter what that girl does, it can never please anybody. She released a book. She analyzed her book, chapter 1 to the last chapter, did a very horrible book review about it, and said that one is not in a book, that English is this, da, 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 da. The last time I checked, you haven't written one, so that we can also analyze. So people should start
Absolutely.
toning down the hate. It's too much. It doesn't fetch you anything good. As a matter of fact, it doesn't. Zberry, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate. Thank you guys for being here. So if you look at it in any angle you look at it, Cora is a success, because 5 years into marriage, 4 years, 1 year after divorce, she bought a home. Remember,
Yeah.
Justin bought no, when Cora moved
Granted.
one-room apartment, okay, Justin
Yeah.
came online that she's very stingy. Why did she that she can afford to buy a home? Why didn't she buy a home? And
Yeah.
why is she putting her kids to go through that in that small space? The thing is this: Justin, at the time you are asking her to buy a home, she doled out $50,000 to pay you, and you didn't think
Exactly.
all of those might have impact on her finances. And then what they now tried to do was to shut her means of income down, so that she will not be making money on YouTube. Up till now, I don't know if they have remonetized her Facebook channel, or rather Facebook page. But she kept on doing what she's doing and all of that. And then now she's a homeowner, whether you like it or not. She is a homeowner in the US, and that is what we call fulfilling American dream. Now she's going to start to live her American dream, having her space and not minding. And nobody, if you park in front of her home, she will tell you, no, this is private property, you have to leave now, or you're interfering. You have that kind of thing. You have your space to play around, and you have enough place to play around. She was showing her home, and they still came to say it's a condominium. Whether it's a condo or not, people buy condos in the US, and it's their home. People do. You guys should leave this
Yeah.
lady alone. Let her breathe.
It's ignorance now.
Let her breathe. Honestly. Evelyn saying the man is very old, so he has no strength to deal with the wife. Oh, the evil husband is a very old man, and we, even if he's a, If he's an old man, that's even the more reason why he should tell this woman, I'm tired of this. My village people will be calling my name out. I don't like the way my wife is being talked about on social media. If he's really an old man, he don't need strength to pass wisdom. It simply means that they both lack wisdom. I don't know what she told the husband to,
They both lack wisdom. I like that. It's true.
They both lack wisdom. I am Igbo, so I know how we cherish our old men. But if it's the old men that you're feeding male, trust me, the man can't say shit because you're the one dictating the tune. You're the one paying the piper to play the tunes. That is what is going on in their situation. Then I don't call those people full-fledged Igbo men. I call them Igbo men by name. Igbo men, Yiko, Koko. That's now chicken farm Igbo men. That's how I call them. It's very unfortunate that they can't see anything good in the girl. And the last time I checked, for the fact that they are saying bad things about them, their life is not even righteous, because the righteous don't say bad things about people. You try to talk to them in a way you think that God will want to hear, not the way the devil is pushing you to talk and you're there telling them because you think they don't dress well and all of that. And again, people should understand that dressing well doesn't say, see the way I covered up all over the place. People will not come and watch me. The moment I wear bikini and say, hey guys, people will come. So that is what is moving most people. Why did Blessing CEO go to wear the show body dress? Is to trend.
That led her to jail now.
Is to trend. People should be able to know that.
She wanted to trend. She now reminded the police that they've not arrested her.
I like the way
like, oh, we forgot. Don't worry, we're on our way. We want to trend.
And then when they arrested her, she wasn't looking any flattering. She was wearing bubu and hero. So she has bubu and hero in her house.
And you see us now. This is the thing I was saying on it was Treasure Gist that was talking about it. And I was like, all these things she's doing it on social media. She will not be misleading people. You now see somebody now will not go and wear that thing and be walking on the streets of Lagos or any of the 36 states. Agbero boys will now go and grab the person.
Let them try.
But look at her now. She's wearing boo-boo. She didn't wear that thing out. But a person that is not smart, my role model is Blessing CEO, will go and wear that thing out.
You know, we keep saying this thing for young people out there. If you need a role model, you already have one in your house. That your mother, that your father. They might not have money like Dangote and Otedola, but please appreciate them. Don't make strangers that you don't know if they are depressed and looking for a way to smile by wearing all those things and then make them your role model. No, they cannot be your role model. Another one that is displaying some funny character is Destiny Etiku. I was like, is something going on with Destiny? Is she going through something? Why is she all of a sudden all over the place with her body, not even giving her body respect again? But you know, she understands the internet. That's what trend. When they see her nipple pointing, they want to watch. When they see her rolling her backside, they want to watch. Nobody is caring about that decent girl anymore, decent woman anymore. The world has moved on to what the world is. Even the Bible said that the world is, they threw the devil down to the world. That's where he's operating. So you can understand the master of this world, the ruler of this world. So it's going to continue to influence the characters of people living in it, unless when you set yourself apart and set yourself to be separate from the world, though you live in the world, but you're not behaving like the world. Until then, you have to be righteous when you're speaking. You have to behave like Christ, talk like Christ. That Madam Longmouth on Facebook that is talking against Paul, she doesn't talk like Christ. She doesn't behave like Christ. So how would I believe what you're saying? You're just there to make money. You're there to cash out with Cora by speaking.
Absolutely.
That is how I look at it. It's unfortunate what people are doing, but we can't control everything they do. Mel, you are amazing. Trending Gist with Octavia. You are sweet, 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 sweet. And Unique Lady P is busy laughing so loud out there and all of that. So we have been able to come to at least talk about everything that happened within the week. This is the first episode of this particular way of chatting. It's going to be weekly update every Saturday. We are going to come down here to discuss everything that happened in a very comic way, in a very funny way. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Those I'm going to be making fun with, I will make fun with it. And also, let's relax a little. It's weekend, so that's what I want us to be winding down the week. Who would believe they will indict President Trump? Nigerians, I know they will say Americans are jokers. I know that's what they will say. They will say it's witch hunt. They will say whatever it is. But they are simply following their law, their constitution, the principles they believe that work for them. And that is a country where the rule of law is supreme. And for Nigerian petition and petition on the court, I don't have faith in the judiciary. I'm sorry. I've said it times without numbers, okay? I'm going to continue to say it. I don't have faith in the judiciary. Mel, in our conclusion, what do you have to say? So you're going to conclude on everything we talked about today. We talked about DSS warning that some people are trying to form interim government. Do you think that thing is credible, or they just want to distract the citizens?
I don't trust anything DSS or SSS or anything they say. I don't trust. I don't think anybody's trying to form anything. I think that's just a way to kind of, prepare the ground for the case that is about to go down, So everything is politics for them. Everything, including people's lives. So they will do anything just to make it look like, yes, Labour Party and PDP is planning something. That's what I think.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Sorry, my girl just... Are you done?
All right, so that's what I think. I don't really think that something like that is about to happen, but we know how these things play out. I feel like these other people are afraid that there's a lot of evidence, or a lot of evidence can be dug up, so they will try to make everybody look bad. So when the case gets to court, they will say, we told you so, and it will be people from their camp that will be planning it if something like that is happening. Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you have to say about Yul Edochie in summation, Yul's issue? Or no, let me even go back a little bit. Do you think that what happened to Trump in the US will ever happen in Nigeria?
No, It will never happen. Until, that is, if this change that we're hoping for, if the change happens, then we can say we have hope. But until that change comes, it will never, ever happen.
Okay. And I completely, concur with you on that. It will never happen. You will never see a rich man, not even a president or government. We never see a rich man be sent to jail, or talk more of Nigerian president sent to jail in Nigeria. No. They will find a way to, work with the court and and all of that. It will never happen. All right. So what do you have to say about those people talking about ills about Yul Edochie losing his son? In your own summary, what do you have to say about that?
People should be careful for the kind of curse that they bring upon themselves. If Yul has offended God, it's between Yul Edochie, me, and God.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you want to swear for Yul that he should die because he offended his wife, that is not you. You're only heaping coal on your head, because the only person that can say something is the wife. And I don't think she wants the father of her children dead. So people should be very careful. What you wish the next person might just happen to you.
Wow.
And at this time when he's down, that's the moment you choose to kick him. It shows how wicked and heartless of a person they can be. Because if you're someone with conscience, if you've ever lost a family member, let's not even say somebody so close, even a relative, watch the way the mother of that person, the father, the brothers and sisters of that person, how they cried, how hot they looked in your eyes. And you think that you can do that to this man. This is a very young boy. Yul himself is a young man, losing his young son. This is not the time to blame him for anything. Because what he did does not have anything to do with what happened to his child. This can happen to anybody, and it has happened before. So you cannot isolate his case when we see it happening, people of all ages, you can get heart attack. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
don't kick the man when he's down.
Ah, wow. This is a take home word today. Don't hit the man when he's down. It's very unfortunate what people are saying to you. And I don't want to say may Amadioha visit them, but I will say may God have compassion towards them, because their heart is bitter. They are sad in their souls. That's why they can say all manner of things to you and his family, to Yul Edochie, especially in this most difficult time of his life. And having said that, we wish the Edochies God's comfort. We wish them God's consolence, and we also empathize with them at this point of loss, that God will grant them the fortitude to bear this great loss. It's not easy for anybody. Even strangers are crying. All of us here, in one way or the other, the thing changed a little thing about us and made us reflect a little bit, get closer to our children, ask questions to our children when we think they are down. So people should be careful what you say, because like my co-host said, you're heaping coal upon yourself when you're there acting God or being deputy God on somebody's matter. And the likes of Blessing CEO, what do you have to say about Blessing CEO? Hey, James, longest time. Whoa, it's been a long time I saw you. What do you have to say?
For Blessing CEO,
Mm-hmm.
if they picked her up concerning the IVD and Bimbo's case, bravo to DSS, SSS, Nigerian government, or the police, the family of Bimbo, whoever is responsible. Congratulations. It's time that people start understanding that there's weight in what comes out of your mouth. And be ready to eat your words if you say something that you're not sure of. And you're hitting your chest. I know what I'm saying. I have proof.
I like that.
Even if the woman was guilty, do you think that moment that her family is mourning was the right time to say those kind of things about somebody? What about what they said about people that are dead? Don't talk ill of the dead or something like that, that we always heard when we were growing up. So now it's the time to present those things. Oh, whoa, whoa, Edging Finest.
It's been a long
God
time
bless
I
you.
saw him in my live stream. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the encouragement. God bless you, real good.
God bless you. God bless you. So I think a lot of people will be careful of what they say from now on, if they will be able to use Blessing as an example.
As an
She's a very loud
example.
person. So a lot of people will be careful. A lot. And I wish the same thing had happened to when May had threatened Judy's friend, that she's now one of the first people to post the late boy's photos.
Yeah,
I wish May had taken that lady to
follow up
court.
with that case. We didn't hear anything again on that case, because we didn't hear May saying that the girl wrote a letter or something. We don't know. What we saw was the girl bragging that she's ready to go to court and all of that.
Yes.
And people queried the girl for posting that boy's picture and death picture. I went to the girl's page this morning. That picture is no longer there on her page. I guess it got a lot of flashbacks, so she took it down. But then again, it's really very insensitive of the girl. Nigerians are very insensitive when things like this happen. You're not in good terms with this girl's child, in as much as you're friends with her husband or ex to be, you understand? But show some respect, Biko Keneno, eh? Have some dignity as a human being and show some respect. Know your boundaries. Nigerians, they don't understand boundaries at all. Because you're friends with you does not give you the right, absolute right on you's child, especially if you're not in terms with the mother.
Yeah.
So do they really care? They don't care. They don't care about other people's emotion. They don't care. All those people writing nonsense now about you, they are fighting for me. How about the emotions of the children? How about their feelings, their mental health? The more you abuse their father, the more it affects them. If you think that fighting for May means that you should go there and insult May's husband, that you're doing them well or doing them good, you are also a contributory factor to the kids' mental state. You are. So in as much as you want to fight for May, don't go insulting their father, because they will read it. They will get bullied about it. So your fight is not justified. That's the way I look at it. If you want to fight, fight decently. Don't go calling and cursing him. This guy lost his child. Let them bury him in peace. And for every other person choking mouth and writing, see blessing, see your day detention, or your expert or day detention until May 30th. That means this is not a bailable offense, okay? So she's going to there in the detention with IVD. Maybe they will now start talking about couple goals while in jail. We don't know what they are going to discuss. I beg, let's laugh, Jerry. Life is so stressful.
As for her own, I don't feel sorry. It is sad to say, you know, even if they arrest her for a full year, I won't feel sorry for someone like Blessing CEO, because the kind of things she said. Likewise, the people that are now saying these things about you, if Nigerian government will fish them out and lock them up, I will be laughing.
Honestly, I will really have a good laugh.
When do you really say this is a line I won't cross?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Even if you feel like you're going to look like the most savviest person. Look, we have politicians to fight in that nation.
And wait, Mel, before we even conclude, I want to say something here. So they claim that it was Judy, that Judy has a hand in this boy's demise. So somebody can actually buy somebody in that country. That's what it means. You have the power to buy something. How come you left all your politicians alive?
That's why I said they have no first witches and wizards. They just fly they go hang for light.
The power to buy is in your hand. By now, the politicians would have all been gone.
They said they don't chop their own notation. They can't politicians play.
If it's that easy to buy people, you understand? The politicians, they should have started with their politician. So people should stop. When I was discussing that with my husband, I said, can you imagine they are blaming the second wife for the demise of this? Say, what nonsense. And their politicians are still alive. That's what my husband told me.
Well, it does make sense. It does make sense. Like, you see this type of big problem happening, and then you don't even focus on that one. You want to focus on Yul that has absolutely nothing to do with the income that, you know, money that will enter your pocket or will not enter your pocket. Whether you will go to the bank, they will open door for you, or they will not. It has nothing to do with you or Judy or me.
Absolutely.
They don't have anything concerning, and you leave the people right in front of you, like Festus Keyamo and the rest of them that are running their mouth there. INEC. And the first person to first of all fly to his house and press his neck a little bit as a witch, not be INEC. Not be that one neck. You first go press for night if you want be winch. So it doesn't make sense. You leave all the problem. Oh, you think Judy don't want to go to bank and withdraw her money to go and enjoy life? She's going through the wahala in the country. She will not leave all INEC president and the rest of them to strangle Baba Blue and the rest of them to go and attack her co-wife's child. She has children before she got married, so it's not as if she doesn't even have anyone. She has children, and like we just heard now, she just have a little one now.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not looking for children. So people should cut her. I know that what she did is terrible, and if they want to drag her based on that one, drag her on that one, but don't connect that one to this particular matter on ground. This is too sensitive.
Honestly,
it's too sensitive for somebody to be insensitive.
All right. Then Evelyn said insulting May's husband will never help May in the long run. At this moment, May and you need to huddle together and draw strength from each other. I just wonder how they are doing. Just sad. Absolutely. People don't understand. You can actually pass your comments without insult. There is nothing they've not said to this man. Now, are you happy now? Now you have used your own hand and buy your own child. Aye. Anyway, Blessing CEO in detention. For those people that are going to still write things like that, spew things like that, make videos, content, write titles, thumbnails, remember that Blessing is in jail, so you're not immune to they're smelling the bars in detention. So be careful what you say, be careful what you write. And if you guys that are saying that it was Judy that that buyed the boy, so if human beings, Nigerians, have the absolute right to buy whoever they don't want or to cause pain, how come your politicians that have been squandering your money for many years, that have left the country the way it is, even that rigged the election, even the ones that announced the president that you put in order, how come they are still alive? How come? So it goes to show that all those things are fallacies. They are not, you can't even prove any of them. And you guys should stop. If you can't prove anything, stop. If you don't have concrete facts, stop. Leave these people to mourn their child. They lost a healthy, according to, from what we know, a healthy, we don't know if there is any underlying sickness. And from the report that came about from the grandfather said, the boy is an overachiever. The boy is very intelligent. He excels in whatever he puts his hand. This was reported by Vanguard newspaper. I did not hear it from any people Pet Edochie's a platform, but according to Vanguard newspaper that stated this, that he even discussed with his son Yul that he's so afraid about this boy's excellent life and all of that, that those people, those talented people, they don't last long. We know how Michael Jackson died, I think at 50 or thereabout, or less than 50. I think he was less than 50 when he died. He was talented. So Whitney Houston, all those talented people, they end up dying on time. But whatever the case is, may God comfort the Edochies, may God console them at this time. And all those internet in-laws, be careful. Blessing CEO is behind bars for spewing nonsense against the late Bimbo and Bimbo's family. So be careful. All right. I'll be saying thank you guys for joining me on a new edition of Round It Up, weekly roundup with Oyoyo every Saturday. Don't forget to tune in again on Saturday next week on all my platforms to enjoy whatever we are going to dish out. It's going to even be more interesting next week. A lot of fun statements and a lot of fun things to come. Let's make it fun. Let's bring some comic home so that we can use this to relax for the rest of the weekend. Mel Trending Gist, I call you Mel Trending Gist with Octavia Cora, the beautiful one. Thank you for gracing my table today. Thank you for your beautiful contribution. Thank you for your opinion. And to all my beautiful people in the comment section, Unique Lady P, you know I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Evelyn Estelle Family TV. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Aging Finance, thank you for that super chat. Z Berry, all of you that are behind the scene, thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more fun things to come in this channel. This is a new month, new ideas, new niche, new content. Follow me on this page on Facebook and follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And on my Facebook page, you'll be seeing a lot of comic videos coming from my beautiful kids. Go and watch them. You're going to have a good laugh. And that will be a relaxing way for you to enjoy the weekend. All right, Mel, we'll be calling it a day today. Mel, you still here? Trending Gist?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. We'll be calling it a day today. Thank you for joining me. Remember to love yourself enough so you can love me and love one another. And remember to be kind enough to yourself. And I'll be seeing you guys on Tuesday, Thursday, and I'm trying to work in another time within the week, even if it's 1 hour break time, to squeeze another time within the week, because Saturday is now going to be fun review. So it's going to be weekly roundup. Now, what do you think about this, my new episode, weekly roundup on Saturday?
Oh, weekly roundup is always interesting. I used to catch up on those, those African Americans and also their podcasts and all those when they will run down like, Breakfast Club and all of them, Charlemagne and all. So it's always fun. So I love that you're bringing it down to YouTube here too. So let's enjoy different people have weekend roundup, weekly roundup, and all of that. So it's always fun because there's a lot of stuff happen every day from Monday till the weekend. Of course, there will be a lot of gist, some fun, some kind of sad things, just like for example that of Yul Edochie, and all of that. But likes of blessing, that's something you laugh about. So there's always balancing of all topics. It's not always too serious, politics or all of that. So it's fun. Keep it up, host. And thank you so very much for having me. Let me step down so you can round up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. So, guys, it's going to be fun all the way. Join me on Saturday next week for another weekly roundup of everything that happened within the week. And this is just the debut, okay? So it's going to be more fun coming next week. And hopefully we have more interesting, more exciting news rather than having sad news. So we can have something to like make story or something we can make, bring us some comic from all the things that happen within the week. It's still your girl, Oyoyo, and I'm here to thank you immensely for joining me today. Don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And next time, join me on Tuesday, join me on Thursday. And when I'm able to factor another 1 hour within the week, I'll be able to use another 1 hour break for another live stream. Until I see you guys again. And I'll be going live after this live stream to show you guys what my state look like right now. I know you're already enjoying the flowers. You're seeing flowers. You're enjoying spring. You're warming up for summer. We are still in winter. Unbelievable. Yes. Our state is as white as the snow. And that is what we have. So join me now when I go live in the next few minutes to show you how my city, how my state, and how my home looks at like right now. You can't believe how my home is looking and how my environment, my neighborhood, my state. But I'm going to start from my home. So join me in a few hours to enjoy the snow, enjoy the winter, because we are still in winter. I've told the people here severally that our snow could last up until May. I know most people say, is it possible? Yes, it's possible. So let's go outside for you to see how white my streets are, how beautiful the fresh snow is. Until I see you guys in my next video, please, in my next live stream, be yourself. Be kind with your words. Be kind with one another. Love yourself enough so that you can show me some love by coming to my live stream. And also show others love and affection. Until I see you guys in my next one, be well, stay well, love yourself, show kindness and not hate. Remember, kindness is a muscle. Acquire one. All right. Ciao, ciao.